Yo, what's going on, guys? Steve-oskee dropping a part 5. Today we're going to be checking out the mud mower. So we're just going to be going over everything we've done to it, the pulley, the tire setup, the carburetor, the throttle setup, and all that good jazz. So let's check it out. If you've watched some of my other YouTube shorts, you'll know about the tires and some of the stuff, but I got the hood back on just today, finally. We're running stock setup on the front for tire wise. Got the modified exhaust. I'll show you guys how I did that in a second. We're probably going to end up cutting it right here and putting this bend about here so it'll be straight down instead of out to the side, but it doesn't mess with the tire, with the turning radius, so quite a bit of gap there. So we cut out the rear fender a little bit to give us some clearance for the tires. Running stock rims again, 22-inch tires, 8-inch rims. So we did cut that out on both sides. Running a 6-speed manual transmission. I'm not too sure what tranny setup it is, whatever came stock on the Mower Select 42-inch. Here's our pulley setup. Pretty dirty down there. 5/8 bore on here, and it's a 3-inch pulley going to a stock, I believe 4-inch, whatever size that pulley is there, whatever size the top pulley is. I was thinking about swapping the bottom pulley and flipping it, but I never did. I just used the stock one. So, but here she is. So we'll lift up the hood. 21 horse, or no, 18 horse, 420 cc. Pretty sure it's an MTD, the motor that's on here. Yeah, we had an old dirt bike exhaust, so I just boogered it up on there. It held good enough. Running a stock carburetor, modified air filter from a dirt bike as well. We just ran drilled 2 holes for a clutch from an old clutch, and we used the clutch cable as well, and we just ran that cable down here, made the carburetor spring with a spring back for throttle return, and then just used old haywire to strap that sumbug on there. So it works. Got an e-brake set up on here. Here's the throttle. I'll show you the e-brake setup. So we're basically using, this is all hardware that came off the deck right here. I just, rigged it on here to where it stays straight. Used the stock spring, and we're using the tranny brake because that's what was on there originally. So, and every time you would hit the clutch, it was connected to this. The spring was connected right here. So every time you hit the clutch over there, it would slow it down by pulling the brake. And this originally was the deck to adjust the deck or engage the deck. And I left it there. I was going to remove it, but I left it there because it worked perfectly for the e-brake. And the spring was here already. So I'm not too sure what tranny this is, but here's the trans and belt set up. Goes over the steering to the pulley. But we'll get it fired up so you guys can hear it.